DHG here, getting back into Alan Wake, one of my favorite titles. This would be, I think, part 8. Oh yeah, we were right here. Just got out of the hedge maze. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like what I do. There's the gorilla. I don't have a flare gun, shit. Sounds like there's shit coming up behind me. Ah, birds. Damn birds. Son of a bitch took my thermos. Oh, now they give me a flare gun. Better late than never, I guess. Oh yeah.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
I wasn't expecting that.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. the world exploded.
I don't remember who Emil is all of a sudden. I think that might be Dr. Hartman's first name. Let me see if I could find that.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words.
Oh, okay, so Emil's not Hartman. I'm guessing Emil was the form that the darkness took for Tom Zane. That was a bad place to get ambushed. There we go. Just in case you didn't get the shotgun earlier.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. "Sleep well, Alan," Hartman whispered with a smile. "Let me take care of you." He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry! I'll find it, don't worry about it!
Oh, okay, no, I just looked it up. Emil was Hartman's first name. That was what I suspected at first. I was correct.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it! Hang on, Al!
Oh, that was shit.
I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig.
A twig? You twit.
Here it is! Al, I found the key!
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
And he's gonna pay for Burger King for a year.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
Kinda like the beginning of Deadly Premonition.
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way! Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah, Al, there's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess I
Oh,
never met
shit. Whoops. They didn't let me fall off anything else.
Man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground...
There's been numerous times trying to play this thus far. I've tried to fall off of things and couldn't do it.
Forget that!
Then there was that one weird 6-foot fall that killed me somehow.
There's no way you can climb down, There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Oh! Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
I wouldn't really say that like that's a good thing.
You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it.
If there were ever a mass of people that I would suspect does not know how to use a firearm, it would be the denizens of that city. I need a flashlight. So let me get my thermos and I'll be out of here. Yeah, sure. Now that I got the light, they stopped flying after me. Is there anything out here to pick up? Yeah, I saw him. I certainly hope there's a manuscript page out here somewhere. Nope.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Walter. I can't recall who Walter is. They go back and forth a lot with this game between using first and last names. It gets kind of hard to keep up. I wish I could turn this thing around. Oh, I gotta go past these things anyway.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Whole lot of nothing.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed-out rider. the man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest. I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
Yep. Forgot about that.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
You got a flashlight. In this game, that is a weapon. If only there were some of those handy flashbangs nearby. Yeah, they are, but I don't like fish, and that's where they come from mostly.
Was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
I'd love to own a farm like that. Could set up a shooting range right there. How the fuck my thermos get all the way out here? What do they got here? 6-pack and that looks like an accelerant of some kind. Lighter fluid maybe? Or moonshine in a very inconspicuous and arguably dangerous container. Oh, there is a path around that side.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
I really can't remember who Walter is.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Would it now? Oh, bear traps. Bear traps everywhere.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before. Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Strange structure to be out in the middle of nowhere. Son of a bitch. Oh, the platforming in this game's terrible. Jumping just has a very, very weird, inconsistent feel to it. Okay, I think I got it this time. I was missing that one. Might as well. I wonder how much pressure those things shut with. I imagine smaller limbs, I could probably snap the bone in half. I don't even think you're allowed to use them, and I can see why. They're terribly inhumane. I keep thinking they're manuscript pages. Oh boy, out of ammo.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here?
That's Barry.
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah! What are you?
Okay, maybe it's not.
I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
All for some of that.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way. Near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen. Let me guess. Danny, huh? The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Didn't even see that.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly. If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
What's in here? Some goodies. Flashbangs are always handy. Nothing. And I'm stuck on the ladder. Some left the lights on. Oh, I keep forgetting that the vehicle controls are not inverted. Big dude can take a hit. Looks like I'm walking. Oh, I didn't know I had that equipped. I thought I saw a manuscript page. Goodie stash in here. Manuscript page on the shitter. Nope, nothing. Something's sitting there, but I can't tell what it is.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw this stage.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them! God damn.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Thompson.
Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! Did you notice there's more ammo and stuff around? Al, hold on! I'll try to get this gear out.
Hell yeah.
Yes! Here we go! Barry Wheeler to the rescue! Oh, damn it! Goddamn turn-of-the-century wiring!
Him holding that heavy-duty flashlight below the shotgun almost make it look like it has a drum magazine.
Barry, please, please, please!
Something about shotguns and manuscripts. I don't really get that one. Boom.
They are trying to kill us. That's the high point of my life. Really?
Children of God! Enjoy it, God damn it!
Just disappeared. Well, that would be one hell of a climax to a show.
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
I wonder if that was Tommy Chong doing the singing. He's one of the voice actors for one of the two brothers. And I know he's a great guitarist, I just don't know if he's a singer.
See, bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. Come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me. Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they? Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Really?
Sleep. We all spend a third of our
Night
dreams in its
Springs.
soft embrace,
Man,
somewhere
it's back
between
memories.
fantasy and
Hey,
oblivion.
remember when I got you that gig?
But
Your
dreams
first
have a
real
way of
writing
forcing
job. What got
themselves
you
into
started?
waking life,
Was this one of your
vice
episodes?
versa. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready. Oh, wow. Who's that? You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys, and they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat...
Oh.
Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wait.
Not one of the better ones.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back. The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Good going, Al!
Know where I used to live by. That guy's quick.
I think we can make it through here, Al!
Yeah, I'll just go around them. Alright, and that's where I'm cutting this one off.